Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing? Right, let's get everything ready to go here. And yeah, we'll be live in... Whoa, wrong screen there. There we go. Okay. Ah, thank you very much for that good rip, and that's awesome, my dude. Okay, so here we are. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most professional I've ever had anything look in my life. So this, I'm like... Streamlabs is just... yeah, the ASMR. It's not wrong though, is it? Let's be honest. Just, I'm gonna... what have I got nearby? Okay, 1 second. Here's the ASMR. That's me, rubbing a matchbox. And there we go. Officially earned my ASMR tag straight away. So yeah, there we go. That's how you make the big bucks. I mean, ASMR is just a deep, deep pit, and it's just crazy how deep you go down there. So how are you guys doing here today, then? We've got AT Sturmgacken. Love that name. 422334. Like that name. Renza. Renizep. Something of that nature. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome. So, indeed, I'm just going to go ahead and share the links out. Just be 1 moment here. And then we'll be getting ready to go here. So I'm just going to share the links across Discord, and we'll be off in just a moment. I do hope you guys are well. It's been a little while. To be fair, the turn would have been out sooner had I not bugged it up, actually, and yeah, forgot to send the replay file. So that was my bad. That was my bad. So we'll be going in just a moment here. I'm just going to obviously finish sending these links, and yep, we'll be good to go. There we go. Awesome. Bring that up there and get back into the game. Will the follow messages get in the way of the battle messages? I'm hoping they won't do it. I can always turn them off, so there's no issues there. I'm hoping that they're in a place where they're just out of sight. There's not too much that happens down the right-hand side, so ideally everything's okay. Of course, they are somewhat translucent, not transparent, so that's good. Hello there, John Carter. How you doing there, my friends? Okay, I mean, of course, I can adjust things as we go on, so there's no issues here. So, we're looking for turn 10. Oh, THG. No war like the present. Now, I don't know what he might mean by that. Hopefully this will be a good turn for us. Now, the last turn was actually rather quiet, but in all honesty, it was a good turn for us. It was a positive turn for us. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this one then, see how it turns out then. Ideally, it's all good. Ideally so. I'm still quite impressed by Streamlabs. I might have to just alter things a little bit. Yeah, I mean, ideally we do get a good few hits from the subs there. That'd be quite nice. Okay. Now, we did see the Amplus Australia last turn. Of course, we did miss her. Right, Russell has been occupied by the Japanese there. That's quite good. Yes, we did miss her last time. Oh, thank you very much there, Dutchy, for hosting me. That's awesome, my dude. Thank you so very much. Oh, it'd be good to see her again. I don't know whether she was actually taking forces to Java or away from Java. Honestly, can't say. I'm going to say probably to Java. Right, so we can see another Dutch submarine over here then, attacking the destroyer Hibiki. Okay, escort. Oh no, I'm gonna say it's the other way around here. Yeah, so this was an ASW attack over here. Good to see you, my friend there, Dutchy. I do hope you're doing well. Okay. I-23 has found a Crosby. I'm gonna say this is more than likely where the battleship is. Either the battleship or the carrier. I'm going to go ahead and say potentially the battleship. Now, luckily, we didn't have the destroyers engage with us, so we know about forces bound here. Yeah, Hibiki, the Russian destroyer. Oh, that's pretty awesome there. Oh, thank you very much for that no-name spawn. That is really appreciated, my dude. This is a little bit of a raid. Right, I-23 again. Okay. Yeah, they are trying to find her at the moment. I mean, it is very dark, and you take a look at this 7%. Eludes, okay, by diving deep. Come on. Right. A little bit of damage there to I-23. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get any information about what was in this task force. We only know about the destroyers here, but still, that's good to know there. I suggest reducing the size of the follow messages and add a timed fade out. Yeah, that could be a good idea, actually. Okay, what I'm going to do here, then, for the time being is... I'm just going to quickly tab out, so 2 seconds here, guys. And where is it? I think it's this one. Yep, there we go. Now, chat should still be on. There we go. Okay. So, that won't be in the way now. I'll adjust that as we go on. Yeah, more than likely. This is why I'm thinking it's either the battleship force or the carrier force, but I'm going to say more than likely battleship force. Would have been very nice if hit 2 battleships there. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, I'll move that chat. Okay, 2 seconds. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. Right now, sorry about this, I'm just getting used to using Streamlabs. So, it'll be sorted. There we go. Awesome. Right, there we go. So we can see our amphibious assault there at Kwantan, so unloaded the troops there. So that's good to see that we have the fast transport there. So, apologies about all that with the stream. Ooh, okay, so he did actually manage to lay some mines over the Comac. That's rather intriguing then. Right. I'm glad that we've got some destroying minesweepers in the area then. They'll be able to deal with that. Won't the game be weird now? What do you mean there? As in, because I tabbed out? No, it should be fine. The game's quite resilient like that. I basically suddenly wrapped up my stream on massive cliffhanger. What are you playing there, dude? I feel bad now. I'll have to host you in the future, man. But I'm really happy that we can actually see forces unloading here at Comac. I just need the supply of Comac more than anything. That's all I really need. We might even see potentially... No, I don't think we should see an assault due to the fact that we do have men already ashore. It's just the supplies I need at Comac to win that battle. Now, we should have been landing at Lafoa this turn, but that isn't going to happen due to the fact that we did see a force down there. But it's good to see that we can see, of course, that his cruiser mine layer had laid mines, so we know what to expect there. Right, Fresh is over here then. She has been discovered by Yoshiro Maru. Time to wrap up. Was about to partake in a fleet carrier battle against the French. Yeah, bloody hell. Look at the French. Okay, ooh, Oklahoma! Yes! Oh, yes, okay. Only 1 torpedo, so nothing too great to celebrate here. But that's brilliant. Okay, I feel really happy about that. I-23 has done a fantastic job there. Only 1 hit on the Oklahoma, but that's all we need. So that's going to put her in into the shipyard for a little bit longer. That's fantastic. That's brilliant. Yeah, good shot there. Good. You damaged his engine. Ooh, I didn't actually get to see that. I must have missed that. And we'll have to take a look at that in the future then if we can. But that's good then. I mean, this is it. It's gonna put him back in there. Ooh, I-23. Right, okay, we are seeing this force split here then, and we're gonna see something else. And this is a destroying minesweeper actually. Yeah, so she's hunting the I-23 here. That looks... Rattles, okay. Near miss damages this sub. But at this point here, the I-23 has done a good job. It looks as if the battleship is over here now. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there might be a second shot. We'll see here. But even so, that 1 shot was... Yeah, that was great. And that's punished him for having his battleship sent out there without appropriate escort. I mean, this is it. He did have a decent level of escort, but it wasn't enough. Right, supposedly 4 allied ships out to the north. I'm hoping that we actually do not encounter anything. Yeah, okay, so it looks like they're there. Is that the force that was here then? Interesting. Kitabutai is just in this area here then, so we'll see what happens. Yep, they've been hit. Right, 3 allied ships, yep, so there's another force out at sea then. We're seeing some forces out here at sea, we're seeing ships around here. There's a lot of naval activity around here. A hell of a lot of naval activity. Right, the Oilers don't look like they're in a position of immediate danger, but we do have eyes on a force here. We have eyes on a force over here as well. Now, this is a lot of really useful information. Right, okay, we are seeing a lot of, right, B-17Es. That's good to know that we actually face the B-17s over here. Right, so I did sweep over here, hoping that obviously we could potentially find the H-81s, but we do not. Okay, the Ki-21 Sally's over here, the 1Cs. So of course that's only 7 casualties. Well, we were flying about at 8,000 feet. This is fine, we can just keep this up really indefinitely. Oh. We do have 12K 27B, so at least that is something, but I don't think they'll last long. Yeah, but they protect the bombers, so that's something to bear in mind. I do need to actually move some decent aircraft. Yep. Yeah, that was really bad, but... Ouch. Okay, so we're going to have to suspend air operations in China again for the time being. The issue is I don't have terrific aircraft in China, but we don't particularly need the aircraft in China, so that's fine. We'll just suspend it from now. That's number 2 down there. Oh, Veta, you're going to be so very happy there. We did get a torpedo hit on the Oklahoma, so the battleship Oklahoma was torpedoed this time. Only once. Yeah, our submarines have been doing a good job, actually. Yeah, we do lose quite a few losses there of bombers, but it's unfortunate. Thankfully, they're not... I mean, it was only the K-48s that are really more modern bombers. So obviously we'll just adjust things in this next turn. I was hoping that he would have kept them over here, as obviously we were sweeping, but obviously he's then shifted them. Okay. And we're going to be bombing Medan here again today. Yep, hitting the runway. Supply dump hit. Yep, runway hit. How you doing there, Banzai Kid? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, his force is definitely trying to move out from Mersing. I'm hoping that we'll be able to score Kuantan today. Speed this one up. There's a lot of forces down here. He's definitely got a large movement. No action from Kitabutai as of yet. Though technically her aircraft have been out and hit some ships. Okay, so we only have 6 here at the moment. I don't think the K-27s are doing terribly well, but at least I'll try and drive them off. Okay, no damage to the infrastructure as far as I can tell, but it does lose, well, yeah, potentially 1 here, 1 or 2. G-Killer, how you doing there, my friend? Yeah, a few ships out there. I really am interested to see what they are. Right, here we go. Kitabutai is finally in action now. These will be patrol boats, yep. But still, these are worthwhile kills. It's good practice for the Kitabutai. Now, we will be hitting Sydney's infrastructure next turn. I can imagine he's evacuated a lot of the assets from Australia, but the intent of the Australia raid is not so much to hit his ships, but more so to actually hit his infrastructure. Cause some damage there, score some victory points, then move up the coast. Yep, she goes down. Both of them have gone down. Good shooting there from the Kitabutai. Only one of our D3A1's valves are damaged. Good job there. Okay, so we do see something over here. I'm going to assume that this is... Ooh, this is actually a troop transport over here. Very light one. No, I think it's actually using these really tiny ships as decoys more than likely. But that's fine. I don't mind hitting and killing them anyhow. It doesn't take that much of Kitabutai's force to do so. Oh, me too, dude. It's good to see you, my man. Yeah, I need to sort things out with Streamlabs, try and get things sorted out. But it's good. Ga-jang-ga-jang-jang. Okay, so that is 2 very small cargo ships down there, but we only use bombs, so that's absolutely fine. Like I said, we're going to be hitting the infrastructure rather than the shipping. Yeah, there is a allied force to the north there of the Oilers, but it looks like the Oilers have bypassed them, which is quite good. Seen a lot of ships now, which is really intriguing. Yep, still ships over that way. Yeah, PBY-5 Catalina. So yeah, as I imagined it was the Catalinas. But it looks as though there are some B-17Es in the area as well, so that's going to be rather intriguing. I'll have to look to basic Ki-431Cs over at Luganville, as well as some naval bombs when we get the opportunity to do so. Good turn so far. I mean, of course, we do lose a few bombers over China, but they're not too much of an issue. We'll just obviously stop our operations in the air over China for the next couple of turns. I just need to deal with his air bases in China. But the ground operations in China are going well. And we took a few casualties at Loyang. We're taking casualties at Wenchow, but things are proceeding well enough. He's leaving Loyang, so we'll take this city. And then I only need to leave. Hello! Oh, hello there, tanker. Oh my, you look juicy today. Oh. Oh, is that a fuel cargo burning? Oh my. Oh my, that is spicy. Oh, Stuart, my friend, you've just been cooked. Ooh, congratulations there to the captain of the I-159 on a successful kill there of the tanker Saland. Now, that was a good hit. That was a very good hit. Superb, she's definitely gone down. Yep, she goes down. Okay. Good turn for the submarines here, actually. Very nice. Very happy with their progress this turn. Okay, so we'll see our ground attacks this turn then. Right, our bombardment of Wenchow. Yeah, that 100th Corps is so bloody strong, it's unbelievable, so we'll just have to break them down bit by bit. It's the actual terrain and the fortifications that's the issue. It's only the 100th Corps that's holding me off here. So, yeah, don't really cause much, but we'll just keep on bombarding them, keep up that fatigue. Okay, we have another bombardment over here at Mersing. Ideally, our troops will continue moving down here, actually. Yeah, that's the only issue. Okay, so do take 10 casualties here, but it's going to continue to slow them down. Okay, so we have our first deliberate attack at Cagayan. Okay, it's the 102nd, but we'll take these, have a couple days of rest, and just continue to try and break them down. I do have a decent amount of assault value here, so we'll keep it going. Yeah, I mean, if I could mass-produce submarines, I'd be quite happy, but unfortunately we don't have that choice as such. We could try and prioritize submarines. Yeah. So it's going to take us a few days over here. They will receive more support as time goes on, but they're going to have some rest. Just need to break down the fortifications, really. Yep, there we go. Not even bad odds there. So, let's see here, then. So, it's a fort level 2. We didn't actually reduce the fort there. Now, 691 casualties to 294. Not too terribly bad, actually. 10 squads are destroyed, so we are going to rest here. I do destroy 2 of his own squads and disable another 40. So, we did take some losses there, really. But we can rest, and we are going to intend to rest here. It's just all about trying to break down the defensive fortifications. Yeah, so we'll definitely rest here. Fatigue, so preparation, morale's low, leaders and terrain is really what's in his favour. Dude, your ships have definitely been your saving grace. It's just trying to predict where he's going to be moving, really. We're bringing more submarines back as well, so that's going to be quite good. Okay, interestingly enough, I didn't see a shock attack at Kuantan. Do I still not have infantry there? That'd be rather irritating if I didn't. But overall, a very good turn, actually, so far. We've not had anything really go terribly wrong. I mean, we've suffered some losses over China in terms of air power, but that's to be expected for the most part. It's unfortunate, though, of course. I did send some Ki-27s to sweep that area. But then again, Ki-27s are just no match, aren't they, for the H-81s, which are basically P-40s. But still, ideally we should see some forces of our own in Malacca now. That's what I want to see. I'm interested by the amount of ships moving around here. Okay, we're getting some new transport ships. The second raid in Sentai has arrived. Superb. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Interesting, he's actually moving a force up there to delay me. That's a lot of men there. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, let's take a look at this. So we have here at the moment 347 assault value. Plenty of engineers over here have just arrived. In terms of infantry, we do have the 143rd Infantry Regiment. So, the Abstract Cow, how you doing there, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, my man. Okay, let's actually just take a look at this then. So I'm going to get rid of the engineers here, get rid of the headquarter unit, and that leaves us with the Yokosuka furthest on the left. Obviously, that is only an element. I do have a 143rd Regiment, I have the 1st Tank Regiment, the 20th AA, and the 32nd Field Artillery Battalion. So these two bad boys are going to stay here. There we go. We also do have the 55th Cavalry Regiment over here, which is fantastic. Yeah, additional forces will be moving in. We will have, let's see, yeah, we'll have the 18th and the 5th Division here tomorrow, as well as the 14th Tank Regiment, and additional elements there of the 124th Infantry Battalion, which their brothers have been fighting over here in Mersing for quite some time now. So that's good to see. You can see that these men are moving back up. I reckon that's due to obviously that there was a blockage here. So we can change that. Oh, they're heading up to Taiping. I think, yeah, they were knocked off the rails, weren't they? But if you take a look at that, they've marched 29 miles since last turn, so that's great news. They should be here at Taiping tomorrow then, ideally. That did delay us, but the thing is, the fall of Malaysia is all but guaranteed here. It's just all about trying to just block his forces from getting out of Mersing, and that is what he's trying to do here. That's what he's trying to do. No, he's moved his bombers out from here. He's increased his fighter presence over here. It looks like he doesn't particularly have any, though I've got low detection, so I can't be certain as to whether he has any aircraft there or not. But yeah, let's get moving then. But this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Okay, what I'm going to do here then is actually grab this unit here. I'm going to set them all to combat, so just set everybody to the same operations mode here. Okay, now what I need to do then is grab, yeah, assault by assault value. So the 143rd is going to begin moving now. It's going to take them 2 days to unpack. They'll probably take about 2 days to get down to this position here. So they may not be in the best form for combat, but that'll be fine. That's what I'm going to do here. Can you show the air and ship losses? Yep, I'll do that in just a moment. What I'm going to do here, actually, just to make this a little bit easier, is go to the 143rd and set all units to follow. Yep, all other marching units in this text stay with this unit. Okay, so what I'll do then is have you on moving. You can be on moving. I'm going the wrong way, I should go on the other way. There we go. 55th Engineer Regiment. Yep, they're going to be moving south as well. Fantastic unit to have. And the Cavalry. Independent Engineer Regiment. 4th Independent Engineer Regiment. Brilliant. Okay, 15th Army still over here. Okay, these men are to march south ASAP. So, there we go. Just going through this then, make sure that not everybody's marching south. The Yokosuka need to stay in position. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to go with this. That's fine. Actually, what I'll do here then... Okay, so not every unit's moving, so that's fine. Okay, they will move, but they'll move tomorrow. I also do need to wait for the rest of the forces to arrive, actually. Okay, so they stay still, they stay put. They move. They stay. They stay as well. Independent moves, independent moves. AA regiment stays here. Field AA battalion stays here. Okay, construction engineer stays here. You as well. Yep, 143rd obviously moving south. The 55th Cavalry obviously moving. 55th Engineer Regiment moving alongside as well. Okay, that's brilliant then. So I've got everything I need here then. Great, great. Okay, so let's take a look at Malacca then itself. Now, as you can see here, we do have 117 aviation support. We require 32 here, but the good news is now that I can actually use this airbase to its utmost extent, which is great. So I can look at actually basing Zeros much closer to the front line. Now, of course, as well, at the moment I do have 16 flak guns here. What I need to do then is wait for these guns to be unpacked here properly, and then we'll have them available. Now, you take a look at this, we have 16 8cm T88 AA guns. I mean, they're awful, they're not exactly amazing, but still that's 16 of them. 8 13.2mm AAMGs. Then over here, of course, we have 18 8cm and another 6 13.2mm Type 93 AAMGs. So, it's not bad. You know what I mean? This is it. It's all about having just that number, which is good for us. So, yeah, we have 15,000 tons of supply here at the moment. Now, Malacca's good for 32,000 tons, which is good news. So what I'm going to do here then, as you can see, we have 120 engineers. I'm going to begin to expand the airfield. That'd be great. I could actually expand the port here as well. We do thankfully have a size 2 port, which is really good. Now, what I might be doing here then is potentially having them be the port of departure from, well, for troop barges over here to this base, as it does have some oil. I don't imagine it'll have much in the way of garrison, but obviously it would be quite nice to secure that. Mass manufacturing of samurai swords when? Yeah, exactly. Actually, we do have that already underway. Obviously, the officers and just basically anybody of any sort of rank would have a sword for the most part. Okay, let's take a look at the ship sunk then. So, last turn. So, supposedly Oklahoma went down. I severely doubt that. She was hauled by another torpedo, which is fantastic. And this is it. She's gonna be in dry dock for quite a bit now, so that's very good news. The good thing is, obviously, it has punished him for doing that. It has punished him for heading out there. And, yeah, so, I mean, what's the trade there? So he's inflicted, what, like 200, maybe 300 casualties, and that's going to have Oklahoma in dry dock for a few months now. Well, for maybe a month, 2 months, something like that. We might still yet get more torpedoes into her, had she not, well, if she hasn't made it back. Okay, so I do sink these two guys over here with the Kidabutai. We do sink some very small cargo ships, but at the end of the day, it's just one of these of, it's just easy. Only takes a couple bombs and they're gone down. Now, this was actually worth a lot here. The Saland was worth quite a lot. So her fuel and oil capacity is 8,075. So that is a big loss, actually. He does not want to be losing these bad boys. These are very nice pieces of machinery. You look at that speed. That speed's good too. It was interesting to see that she's been escorted by a single ship as well, as far as I can tell. Oh, actually, no, it's a larger force than that, so we might yet pick up additional ones here. We'll have to see. But it's definitely proven to be a good idea, patrolling this area. I do have, yep, my other two submarines are over here to lay mines. Now, what I potentially do is actually have them head over here. And I think I might do that, actually. Yeah, I think we will do that. So, considering the fact that Merrick has been mined, we still have mines over there. What I'm going to do here, then, is actually move down this way. I could then look towards mining. Potentially here. And let's see. I could mine there. I could mine. Let's take a look then. So is it F6? Yeah. So I need to mine here, and then if I mine there, I could mine here as well. Yeah, I could mine this little area here, and really try and make it difficult for him to get through there. But if this is mined, it's like it's a low chance to actually inflict damage. I mean, of course they could run to the mines. It's not guaranteed. But as soon as he realizes there's mines there, that's going to cause him a lot of issues, you know. It's going to be like, basically, well, shit. That's difficult. Not to mention that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 submarines in that area. Technically 6 over here. And then another 2 heading down there with the mines. Okay. So he still has his fighters over there. That's fine. I would mine this area, but it's actually already mined. The Allies do have mines over here, and obviously he does have the coastal defense guns. So unfortunately we can't mine there. It's too dangerous. Oh, hello. Does that say patrol ship? PT boats. Okay. Now, I do have the Mogami, the Makuma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destroyers, 2 torpedo boats, patrol boat, 3 destroyer transports. Yeah, a few cargo ships there. So we'll also keep them together, but if he runs into that, he is going to be annihilated with just 1 PT boat. They're low on ammunition, obviously, but yeah, they'd still kick that thing's ass. The Kidabutai is getting a fair amount of experience. I'm hoping so. I mean, let's see what they've actually discovered down here. Now, this is interesting. Right. That is interesting. So we do see a heavy cruiser over here. That is intriguing, man. This is why I'm so very glad of the Oilers being here. I've actually got the vast majority of the Minikaze class as APDs now. They've just finished their conversions, but that's really cool. But yeah, we are aware now of a impending threat here. That's good to see. It might be worthwhile. It might be worthwhile to actually have the Kidabutai move north. She could be here tomorrow, and within range to refuel tomorrow. And then we can take kind of this cruiser force over here. Now, it's not entirely necessary that we do take care of it, but obviously it would be advisable. What's the status on the airfield over here, actually? Okay, 95%. Fantastic. Tomorrow, the airfield will be ready. So from tomorrow, I will be able to base naval attack planes there. I will be able to base naval bombers. I will be able to base fighter aircraft. We will have aircraft flying in from Luganville tomorrow. That is huge, ladies and gentlemen. That is huge. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Cannot wait for that. Yeah, probably a good idea. That, and it can be done quite easily, so I think what we're going to do here then, and this is it is going to cause him some issues. You could detach the torpedo boats or some DDs to hunt for ships near the Philippines. Indeed, I could do, actually. A different Shimakaze, a 1920 Minikaze class destroyer. Alright, that's pretty cool then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's going to be ready tomorrow, which is going to be amazing. It's just been getting those extra destroyers there. It's been really handy. We actually see a few ships down here then, so 2 cruiser mine layers. The thing is, he's going to be sorely disappointed when he realizes that we actually don't need to land at Noumea. I mean, he's definitely investing into this area here. Now, look at this. We actually do have some supplies here. That's a great job. Now, you're unloading over here. You do still have a couple 1,000 tons to unload. I think it is going to be for the best to head up that way now. I mean, they may come under attack. And this is, I'm going to have this force route away. I mean, considering we do have a lot here, it's not worth it. Is he aware of this force? He is aware of this force, okay. So we'll have them head north, actually. Okay, the Kidabutai is going to be needed. Yep, he spotted the Nippon waters here as well. Okay, yep, Kidabutai needs to move here. He's aware of what's in the area. It is going to be interesting. I'm going to need that fuel. So we're going to move there. So if I take a look then, yeah, Kidabutai will be here. There we go, move south to meet them. Okay, so it's an interesting situation here. It's a shame I didn't have my naval bombers available now. It's a big shame. I might have this force actually head back towards Luganville, to be honest. For the time being, we can have it meet up with this force here. At least we're not going to be driven out. We are seeing ships over here. Yep, seeing 2 AVs, 2 destroyers over here. That is intriguing to see. Okay, so the Kidabutai isn't going to hit Australia this turn as such. They will head over here, meet with the Oilers, refuel, and yeah, we'll have to take care of that force there. I'm so very glad that we got those, well, the fact that we have a seaplane cruiser there really has saved my day. Well, saved our bacon, really. It's just the fact that we're aware of that force now. It gives us a lot of preemptive capabilities, and this is it. This is where knowledge is supreme. Yes, I absolutely will upload the turn on YouTube. Don't worry about this. When I said, I probably should have specified in that video that when I'm going to be, yeah, the way I'm going to work it is I'll stream to Twitch, and then I'll upload the video to YouTube anyhow. So you guys are always going to get this video on YouTube. It's always going to go in the playlist. This is just part of my push to try and make partner in Twitch, because it's just... so for a rough example, I think my page RPM or my AdSense RPM is about 70 pence. Something around that sort of region. It's not terribly much. Yeah, so it takes about 1,000 views to make about around 70 pence. Now, obviously, that's not entirely accurate, and obviously, don't quote me on this, YouTube. I'm just speculating here, so I'm not going to get hit with any sort of like technicalities or rules or anything like that. But yeah, it's crazy. So I'm trying to move towards Twitch partnership, because at the end of the day, you guys, if you so wish to support me, you could just subscribe, $5 a month, and that is just... Now, $5 is like equivalent to 7,000 views on YouTube. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's just a case of, like, the time I want to invest in this and just trying to make it worthwhile just for everybody, really. Because obviously, yeah, if you guys support me, then I'll be able to do more and better, which is awesome. Not that you guys have to, so never feel like you're pressured or anything. But anyway, moving on from that little sour area. Okay, now how do I wish to deal with this? And I do have destroyers in this area, so we have 4 destroyers here. I do have 2 destroyer minesweepers. Now, fantastic that we had these destroyer minesweepers over here. That was really good. Really good. Yeah, 5 other destroyers escort and the Kidabutai as well. Yeah. Ah, thanks, man. And this is it as well. I mean, like, we do have another 2 light cruisers here. The fact that we're going to have a seaplane cruiser as well is going to be fantastic. That's going to increase the amount of float planes that we have dramatically. Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the force that we have here, then. It might be that we head, yeah. I think what I might do here, then, is have these forces head over here. So let's take a look at this, then. Right, okay. I think... And I've got a decent escort, don't get me wrong, I've got a decent escort. Now I am unloading these troops over here, so the question is, do I leave them here? But they are more than likely going to be attacked. I mean, let's take a look at this, then. So, well, let's see, let me just figure out the path they take. I need to get some fuel into these submarines, otherwise they are going to run out. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He might be able to make it on full speed, potentially. What is the potential of Norfolk Island to the south of New Caledonia for an airfield? It is fantastic. Can it actually yeah, it can actually build up a size 3 airfield, which would be fantastic, actually. The Kidabutai will be a couple hexes away from Comac. Obviously, we do have a little bit more range here. What I'm thinking here, then, is we potentially halt the unloading at Comac, and we have all our forces actually head towards the Kidabutai. These forces over here can head back towards Luganville, away from this force over here, so we'll basically leave in a position where it's going to be out in the open. I will have naval bombers at Luganville tomorrow, and ideally some fighters. I could try to work towards bringing fighters down here this turn, but of course that'd be a little bit more difficult. I don't want to overstretch my small resources too much to begin with. But we're going to try and smash them with the Kidabutai. Now, I would normally be going for Australia anyhow, but due to the fact that I wanted to land here, I'm going to need some time to land here. I just need to make sure that the waters are clear. And this would be a nice kill. It would be a nice kill. Score some nice victories over this way. Okay, so you need to return home. And this is the issue. These submarines are probably going to take some attrition here, due to the lack of fuel, but, ooh, no, you'd never make it there. I could actually, you know what, we'll have you head to Bellop Island. At least you have a chance of making it to Bellop Island. Can I have you on cruise speed? Does that give you any more range? No, it doesn't actually. Mission speed it is then. So it looks like you are going to be running low on fuel, but you'll get to Bellop Island and then we'll sort that out eventually. Okay. Can you show air losses? Yep, I bloody well will do. Air losses, okay. So we'll sort by today. So we lose 13 Ediths today, 9 K-27s, 2 K-48s. He loses 2 Blenheims, I lose the Sally. Quite a few Japanese losses here today, but that's to be expected. Yeah, so we'll halt our operations over China in the air this turn. That's for sure. So let's see here. So 22 losses today, unfortunately. But that's not too terrible. We can replace those. Luckily, we did score some hits on some of his important assets, so that's quite good. Good God. I mean, it's Eda's. I mean, it's unfortunate. I did obviously have them there. It's that one bloody squadron that's been causing issues. I just need to either accept that I need to deal with it or just stop flying. How it happened is basically we did have fighters assigned over here to the north to... oh, wow, okay, so we've actually gained Loyang this turn. Fantastic. Well, I will gain it next turn. But that's fine. So the battle for Loyang is over. We will secure Loyang next turn. That's absolutely fine. And it took us one battle to do so, which I'm going to call a victory. He's going to be like, ooh, ha, ha, ha. I managed to escape, get my men out of there. Which, yeah, fair enough. I would have liked to have destroyed that force, but that's fine. They're going to be left out here in the cold here. And, yeah, they're going to suffer from lack of supplies here, so that's great. Sup there, battling geezer. How you doing there, my friend? Good to see you. Flashbacks to Singapore, indeed. Now, the Eaters aren't too bad. Yeah, so what happens is, obviously, we had the Ki-27s assigned over here to stop the Eaters. Sorry, to stop the H-81s. But then he's obviously moved them down here to... Maybe, yeah, so he's moved them over here to Kuala Lumpur. So that's a shame, but that's okay. Okay, we'll have this city as well next turn. That's good. We'll begin the march north as well. Okay. Just gonna keep on bombarding him here. I don't mind doing that. I'm so glad people are playing this game in streams. It's always been a game that I really want to play, but haven't found... Yeah, I mean, this is it. It's like, I'm no expert by any means. So, I mean, I love this as well, because at the end of the day, I get people to help me out. We get to talk about this, we get to go through things. It's awesome. I really do like it. Such a great game for, like, just, like, collaboration. Okay. Yeah, this is good then. So, the 38th Division will be here tomorrow then. That's good news. And so it's 10,000 Chinese then. Obviously, they're not going to be in a great state. So what we need to do here then is actually stand down our aircraft. Yep, that's fine. I can just place them on training. Absolutely no issue for me. There we go. Have them sweep at 15,000 feet, actually. Now, for the level bombers, we'll just have them train. Set all level bombers to train then. There we go, and that's fine. You're already training. The reconnaissance aircraft are going to keep on out there. Why are you on search? You shouldn't be on naval search, that's weird. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, this is it. It's great to be able to see things actually playing out live, really. And this is it. I've already made a lot of mistakes in this campaign, and I will make a lot more mistakes as the campaign goes on. But at least you guys get to see what happens when these mistakes occur, and really, it's not the end of the world. You can go on. Like Celine Dion will say, my heart will go on. It's an awesome little manual, actually. I like it. Okay. I wish I could break that unit now. Okay. I have some impressive range here. Almost the range to Chuging. There's a lot of men there. 60,000 men here. 60,000 men used to live here, and now it's a ghost town. Okay, let's take a look at the city over here. How do you feel about the small UI buttons, like the arrow buttons? Do they drive you mad? They don't bother me at all, to be honest. I've just got so used to them. I mean, the UI is small, but that's obviously because I'm playing this in a much larger resolution than it was really intended to be played in. But, you know what, the game looks fantastic with mods, and it plays easy enough. What's up there, Doomsday? How you doing there, my friend? Good to see you. Okay, brilliant. We have our forces over here. They're still unloading, but that's fine. I can actually have them assembled. We'll go about forming the 48th Division, I do believe, over here at Pescadores, which would be brilliant news. Yep, our forces continue to march south. There's a blocking unit here, but that's fine. It's an easy kill. I'll take that. Delays me by a day. That's fine. We'll keep moving. He will more than likely make it to Johor Bahru, but it's still going to take him some time to move from Johor Bahru. The way he does this now is he's going to look towards getting these men out from Mersing and into Singapore. Which, yeah, cool. If it does that, that's fine. I'll still have to fight him in Singapore, but I'd ideally like to fight these men out here in Malaya rather than at Singapore. But if I have to fight them at Singapore, I'll fight them at Singapore. Singapore will fall inevitably anyhow. It'll just take some time. Okay. Has the 4th Division arrived? Yep, the 4th Division has arrived. Superb. That's what I need. So now the 4th Division is available for actions down here. I think what I'm going to do here then is actually split off a surface combat force. Now, of course, I'm low on ammunition though, that's the only issue. So I can potentially just split off some destroyers, to be honest. Yep, low ammunition. That's the only issue when obviously they've been bombarded. It might be a case that we actually don't do that. How about the torpedo boats? Torpedo boats are actually good, so that's good to know. Okay. Yep, I'll leave the 2 patrol boats there. Then again, I don't think it's worthwhile, actually. If he intercepts that force, he is going to be destroyed, so that's fine by me. I don't want to lose those 2 torpedo boats. Okay. I could do with some warships over in this area, but I should be able to establish a air presence, which would be quite nice. That would be very handy. Okay. Yep, we're loading our troops up over here. I do have a shitload of destroyer minesweepers. It looks as if they've actually done their job and cleared vegan of mines. Let's take a look at the operations log then, shall we? Okay, sighted by the enemy, yep. Obviously we're aware, I-23 B&V submarine that put another hole in the Oklahoma. I'm gonna go and check on her and actually see if she's still at sea. The Miniki Butai is over here. Yep, she's back at Cameron Bay. There we go. And she's been rearmed. Fantastic. Speaking of that, we'll actually form up the Miniki Butai. I'll actually just call them the Mini Kitabutai this time, just make things far easier, won't it? Now, this will reduce our speed, but it is going to be worthwhile to have that additional coverage. Now, the battleships Fuso, Yamashiro, Issei, and Hyuga will join her. Chiyoda will join her, obviously our scout cruiser, our floatplane cruiser. Because we do need to refuel here. Yeah, so we're just forming another mini Kitabutai. Now, I'm not going to take all of these heavy cruisers. Get to call me, okay. I'm looking for AA. So, Chokai, a Takao class. I'm going to look by classes here, actually. So we have Miyoko, Megami, 2 Megami, 2 Miyokos. So they can head down there, actually. 2 accompanying battle, heavy cruisers. Yeah, that is a lot of battleship power, isn't it? That's a lot of tonnage there. I mean, that task force is already 243,000 tons. Now, what I'm going to do here then is place a couple light cruisers in with her, then Tori, Sendai. And just make sure that they're all the same class. So Sendai, Nagata. Okay. And Tori can go back home. So Miyoko heavy cruiser, and then Sendai light cruisers. I could do with having some of these destroyers repaired, to be honest, but they should be okay. Let's see here, actually. Sold by endurance. Raikagiro. Shirats? However you have pronounced it. Okay, we have quite a mix of destroyers here. Okay, we'll make it 20. Soundtrack to Saving Private Ryan, indeed. It is from the Hearts of Iron 2 Darkest Hour, and there's also some Hearts of Iron 3 in there too. Okay. Pledge the task force from the port. Have we run out of... Oh, you are 100% fueled up, okay. So yeah, we're drained the port this turn. Yeah, indeed. Okay. There we go, the Minika de Butai. That's great. And we'll come back to them shortly, actually, but as you can see here, then, we have 128 aircraft in total. Obviously, that will include float planes. Actually, no, that was 128 aircraft and 30 float planes. Awesome. That's very good then. Obviously, they can head south. They're going to be intended in use to support invasions in this area, which is going to be happening very, very soon. We have the 4th Division over here. We have the 48th Division over here. We have the 56th Division over here at Truck. That will be heading out here towards Rabal very soon, actually. So we'll go back to the operations log. Okay. Packing, yep. Okay. Few things have been hit here, actually. Yep, Allied float planes near Bellap Island. Level bombardier Comac. Bellap Island, okay. Have you checked the damage on the Oklahoma? We'll get around to that. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to see that. I think I'd have to go through the actual replay again. Okay, over Clark Field. Yeah, it looks like it's sweeping Clark. Okay, transporting men and supplies. Clark expands fortifications to 1. Changtai to 3. I mean, if it's sunk, I'd be really quite surprised. Ah, I-124 is available for service in damage data Kotobaru. Yeah, so she's going to be heading to Saigon. Ooh, hello, Ryujo. Converted size 30 from 12, 30 from 20, 6 from 12. Interesting. Yeah, a miracle shot would be amazing. I didn't hear any noise of her going down, though, so I'm not going to say she's gone down. Okay. And that was a real good one there, the Saland. And the second Raiden Sentai has arrived at Kagoshima. Okay. Yeah, there's the other BB. Destroying Minesweepers here. We're going to pull back from this area here. It's simply not worth it when there's that much there. He's been punished. He has been punished, and he will know that. He's not going to be able to, like, just go out there willy-nilly. He knows he's been punished now, and he knows he could have been punished much more severely. I mean, had the Oklahoma been sunk out at sea, that would have been actually quite a big loss for him there. No, I mean, it's a loss in the fact of, I would get to tease him, but, yep. I'm still going to consider that a loss for him, really. He's sent his battleships over here. They've expended munitions, sure. And that would have been... I mean, this is it. It's turned what would have been a... essentially free operation into an operation that has now cost him something. And it's like, well, was it worth it? And it's like, well, no, not really. I mean, you can obviously look at it this way, like, oh, well, that's just time that she's in repair. She could have been in repair anyway, but then it's like time... where she could have been out. Sat there mind messing, aka major problem. How you doing there, my friend? Yeah, we're just discussing the fact that we did actually manage to torpedo the Oklahoma. And she's around here. Yeah, we did manage to get a, torpedo in here. Yeah, I'm telling you though, I'm telling you, the ASMR tag is going to bring them all in. Oh my god, it's going to be like, by tomorrow evening, I'm going to be like 10,000 subs. Like, oh my god, it's going to be dragging them in. I'm going to make a Midway another Luganville. I mean, we have our engineers on the way to Luganville. I just want to be able to launch floatcraft from there. I mean, that'd be a bonus. But to be honest, if I go in there, just a couple engineers just to build up the fortifications very, very slowly over time at low cost. And just, yeah, when he eventually comes to invade Midway, if he ever does, then yeah, it's going to be difficult for him. If he never does come to invade Midway, then that's fine. I'll just find ways to make use of Midway. It'll be interesting to see how we might do that, but it can be done. It can be done. Yes, could it be effective? I mean, that's it. That's it. There's nothing soft about the noises on this game. Yeah. Can you imagine people going to sleep, like, having, like, heard torpedoes exploding? Except there, Carl, indeed you did. But, yeah, we've got a nice torpedo event to the Oklahoma. Indeed. Okay. Now, we did lose some aircraft, but that's not too bad. Yeah, so I can't really tell too much from the Oklahoma being hit how damaged she might be. Okay. Gina. Newcastle, Noumea. Yeah. So, we are going to be moving north. So, Carl, you can be happy in this one. We were able to detect this force as it's leaving Australia, as far as I can assume. But the good news is we can actually deal with this. Anything spotted? Yeah, we've spotted this just leaving Australia, so we're going to have the Kidabutai actually head north there. I mean, you can say you told me so, Carl, but I'm not, like, arguing. Yeah, the Oklahoma's more than likely fine. Had it been 2 torpedoes, that would have been great. I mean, Jesus. Had it been more than 2 torpedoes, then she would have been in a lot of trouble. But the thing is, it's just turned one. It should have been a free operation into one that's had him suffer some damage. So ideally, that'll just mean that she's in dry dock for a little while, which is fine. I don't mind that. It'll make him a little bit more hesitant in the future, ideally. Yeah. So what we're going to do here then, due to the danger presented by these ships, is I'm going to have the Kidabutai head over here to meet up with the oilers, so the Kidabutai can be refueled, and then probably in return after we can hunt down these ships here. After that is done, I don't know, he may choose to leave the area. It'll be interesting, but I do want to make sure that I protect my landing forces over here. Once they're landed, then that's fine. But what I'll do here then is, once I refuel the Kidabutai, then we have a lot more flexibility. We should actually, we'll take a look at truck over here actually. Now, I do have 2, yeah, we have this force over here as well, which is going to be the escort. I do have 2 heavy cruisers here somewhere. Oh good, this is brilliant, I'm so very glad she's arrived. Okay, let's take a look at this. What's the rearm level? 4255. Does that change when I put the Kashino in there? Right, disband. Does that change? 4255. It might change tomorrow, but that's fantastic. That means that we'll have additional rearm ability here. Really, really good. Okay. When can you rebuild the Chitose? She will be rebuilt in December, assuming she survives. I obviously want them to survive. Okay, 22% in the way over here. Okay, yep, they've arrived over here. Fantastic. That's very good. Okay, so we'll begin to load up the fuel here. I-7's over here. She's refueled now. And she does have a float plane. Fantastic. I'm going to give them a reserve. Well, okay. That was an old order. No wonder you weren't spotting very much then. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that was probably one of the original orders. Jeez. Okay, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you do have a reserve. Don't ask me where they put the reserve, but must drag it behind them or something. I want to have a submarine in this area here that does have a search aircraft, because I do worry about this area. I am going to be sending surface patrols around this area here. The thing is, we're going to be taking out Rabaul in the next few days, and once Rabaul has been taken and conquered, I can move the air Flotilla headquarters over here to Rabaul, and then I can begin operating bombers over here. Tomorrow we'll have the airfield available at Luganville, so I can begin operating bombers here as well. So that's going to be good. We've been on a shoestring for a while now, but once we actually start being able to fly aircraft, things do become a lot more stable, as I don't have to rely purely on warships to protect me, which is good. Looking forward to that. But indeed, things will continue. Yeah. Moonlight is at 3%, so that's good. What's the weather like actually here? Let's take a look. So the weather of the Kidabutai is clear, unfortunately. Any major hits? We sank a tanker, which is really nice. She was actually a decent tanker as well, so that was a very good, good hit there. Oops, not bad. Ship sunk last turn. Supposedly the seal, I don't know about that. Yeah, we sank the Saland over here, which is very nice. So that was 18 points there. Nice capacity. Have you seen the improved weather indicators? I have not, actually. That does sound really good. The sinking of the Oklahoma. We took quite a few losses over China as he shifted his H-81 squadron down south, but we stood down the bombers there. We're going to stand down our aircraft in China for the foreseeable future, really. Just not worth it. Okay. Okay, I mean, yeah, if you want to send those over on Discord, man, I'd love to take a look. I didn't realise there was some to change it. Okay, so that's clear. We did have some overcast over here, but the task force has still been spotted. But the good news is, obviously, they're going to continue down south. The Kidabutai is going to be moving towards them to meet them as well. So, should he choose to chase them, he's going to be in for a pretty nasty surprise, as obviously we'll be running into Kidabutai. I wonder about the fuel in Shikaku and Hiei, but there is a fuel enough here to spread out. I would have them refuel at sea, but I'm not going to do that. Not until this is red. Obviously, they'll be refueled by the oilers here next turn. And they should. Let's take a look. From this position here, there'd be an extreme range of Brisbane, which ain't exactly perfect. Let's see what I could potentially do here, then. We might move just a little bit closer there. That would put us 6 hexes out from Brisbane. I want to be within range to hit Brisbane if I so wish to do so. Well, what I'm going to do here, then, due to this threat, is I'm going to have these forces head towards the Kidabutai. I'm going to have the Kidabutai refuels. She can deal with this threat, then we'll obviously hit Brisbane and Sydney. Doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of ships in here, but that's fine, but we'll just hit the infrastructure as we need to. I don't mind. There's plenty of targets around here to clear up as well, so we can hit a decent amount. And then obviously you return to hitting the infrastructure here. Now there's shipping over here by Suva, but then again I don't want to be engaging over here yet. Not until I really have aircraft. Well, I suppose a better idea of what would be going up against, because there will be aircraft here. Okay. The question is, yeah, we're going to tell these guys to stop loading. Send some subs to Pico. We do have subs. Well, we did have subs around Pico, but it doesn't work out too well because obviously he's just gonna keep patrolling damaging our subs. So I don't mind leaving Pico for the time being. Also, we'll pick things back up later on once we have an air presence. Anything by Palmyra? No, not this turn. That's going to scare him a little bit. Nothing more than that, really, but that's fine. Right, we should arrive in midway tomorrow. So retirement allowed once you've actually finished. Your home port is going to be truck. There we go. So once you're done unloading over here, I mean, you are unloading a few supplies here as well. Probably too many supplies, to be honest. There's a big limit of supplies here. But then again, might not be a bad idea just to load some supplies just in case. Well, unload some supplies. But it'll keep that base going for a while. I want that to be a thorn in his side, really. It will come in use in the future at some point, somehow. Again, I do not have any indication of where his carriers are as of this moment. So that is continually a worry. And these heavy cruisers should be here. Yeah, there they are. Takao and Targo. Yeah, both of them the Takao class. Very good. There's also Yora and Kashai. Oh, she's Katori. Okay. But I'm going to leave one behind here. What do I have in terms of destroyers? Yep, a few destroyers remaining, actually. Well, actually, let's just quickly double check that. Okay, never mind. Leave 3 behind, then. Okay. Do you think THG's cruiser force is going to run as soon as they see the Kidabutai? I think he'll attempt to try to do something. I mean, this is it. I think he probably will. I don't know. He might go for the Oilers. The Oilers do have protection, which is why I'm going to have Kidabutai headed towards them and them headed towards the Kidabutai. So potentially, if he does follow them, it's going to draw him into a trap. He knows where the Kidabutai is. He knows where the Oilers are. He knows where my landed forces are. He knows I know where he is. So it's a question of, does he choose to pursue it? And he probably will, knowing THG probably will do that. But that's fine, I don't mind sinking them. As long as I don't lose anything, I'm fine. Okay, let's see here, then amphibious. Loading has been completed for the 56th Division. Right, you've also got some destroyer escort, that's good. Okay, what I'll do here then is transfer into here. Right, so I'm going to undock you. Undock. There we go. Would it be worth it to him to risk it though? I think THG is very much in the mind of the later years rather than the current to a degree. He will have everything replaced. Everything he loses now will be replaced many times over. Fair enough. But, yeah, if he loses... Yeah, if he loses things now, it's going to leave him suffering in the short term, and that's all I need in this short term. This is the golden period here in the first 6 months of the war. This is where I need to try and make all my progress. So if he's going to give me 3 kills, then I'll take that. Yeah, I mean, the Oilers do have 2 light cruisers. They do have 5 destroyers. Of course, they do have a seaplane cruiser as well there. So they're screened enough, thankfully. To a degree. But yeah, we will want to keep them moving. I might even potentially move them full speed to have them link up with the Kidabutai. We'll decide on that one. Okay, so you've been undocked now. Somehow I found that really weird. Okay, yeah, there we go, thought so. Speed's actually really good here. Like, really, really good. You're, so they're both Nagara. And this is going to be landing at Rabal. I'll take the Ataga. I could take a Kashai. She's a Katori, she's 18 knots. And she's still armed. I mean, obviously she's a training cruiser, but she's still armed. Which is good. Though she would slow down the bar line. Nagara class. I'll take Yora then. Yeah, Sydney. Oh dear. I could take the escort saga, but no, I'll leave her here. The thing is, if we land in the southern half of Australia, he does gain a hell of a lot of reinforcement troops. I don't know if they land in Australia or if they arrive in Australia, but I think it activates a load of troops and then it gains reinforcements and etc. Okay, so Targo. Izul, what, Izul? Yura. Zuzu? Zuzu? I don't fucking know. You know what I mean. And then 4 destroyers. Named C. Yeah. So we've taken the 56th and the 1st Independent Engineer Regiment. They're going to be heading for Rabaul. I probably should add... Yeah, I'm going to add... I'll add more destroyers, actually. It's one of these, isn't it, really, where I don't want to lose anything, especially the LSD. I don't want to lose that. Yeah, Crumb's right there. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good escort there. So we've got a heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destroyers. That's a nice escort. So they'll have a couple days to travel there towards Rabaul. Wish them luck. Now, that leaves me to Cow. I think that's a really good force there, actually. It's simple. I wish it was all the same destroyers, but that's fine. I mean, that is dangerous. That is going to be on a patrol, really. That's going to make its way down to Luganville. Though I will have it head around this area first, actually. So make its way initially to the Solomon Islands. Okay. For what we've seen from reconnaissance, he might have 3 planes of Rabaul. Something of that sort of nature. I don't think he's going to have a huge amount of aircraft at Rabaul. Honestly, we'll double check that. We will be running reconnaissance. If I need to use bombers, I'll use bombers on the last day. But we'll see, actually. I'll see you later, then, 80. Have a good one, my friend. Yep, ideally. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to be invading Southern Australia. It is completely feasible for us to invade the northern area over here, the Northern Territories, and take control of Darwin. That's the real prize over here. Really the only prize as well. I can take Horn Island as well. That makes things difficult. What we're trying to do here, then, is just effectively eliminate the lines of communication from the US to Australia. I can't do it entirely, because obviously there's New Zealand, but I can make it very difficult. I can try to... make it harder on him, make it more difficult, make his life harder. Now, the thing is, it's like, if I can keep on, let's see if this cruiser mine lays it, but then again, I don't want to be going in there. If I go in there, I'm going to get hit by mines. And then, all honesty, these submarines are already low on fuel. So what I'm going to do then is actually have them head out here towards Bennett Island and Comac. If he's going to come, let him come, and we'll try and torpedo him. That works fine by me. You've got a lot more fuel. But even so. Yep, you're heading to Bellop Island. Good, you'll be avoiding them. And you avoided them, okay. Now, the good news is I do have 4 destroyers over here. So let's grab our force here, then. Let's see on a fast transport mission. Which does make things a little bit more difficult due to the fact that I can't combine them. I might have this force dispatched to Lafoa. Lafoa? No, no. You are damaged, but you will be put to use. But then again, you are very damaged. Well, I'll have you head home. I need you to go repair, to be honest. You weren't intended to go into combat again. So head to Luganville. You're heading back to Luganville. And I do have Kinagusa 3 destroyers over here, so at least that is something. It is spotted, so he's more than likely going to be heading for that. There's mines at Comac, which makes things difficult. This is it. Had I had the fuel... Let's just double check then. So, for example, if I was... But even then, I'm moving. That just means I'd be there one phase. It's not worth it, really. Oh god, no, I can't follow that. But what I will do here then is... I'll tell them to meet the Kidabutai. Right, just keep heading north. So they're going to link up together. I mean, this is it. Like, he might move... the Oilers will move at... top speed of 19 knots. Obviously, as they move at the speed of the slowest. Obviously, 22 knots here as well. We're going to try and make full speed there. I could attempt to obviously move down this way, but we'll hope for the best. Obviously, the Kidabutai is going to be moving. Yeah, so they'll be there. Ideally. They are on low threat threshold here. Right, you're worried about fuel. There might be some sense to detaching force, potentially, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, that's another approach that we could go with, actually, heading away from them. But I don't know. We'll have to think about this one, really. It's irritating. And this is it. It's one of these where... What is he going to do? He knows Kidabutai is a day away. He knows that. He knows about the Oilers. I really wish the Oilers hadn't been spotted, but unfortunately they were. Thankfully they weren't here remaining, so that's good. How much of the 61st is over here? None of them, actually. Well, that's good news. Okay. I think I might have a landing forces head for Lefoa. Or Foa. If you go away, Kidabutai will still get them and be in the area, make sure. Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking here is by having them head towards the Kidabutai, obviously they're going to be moving at full speed. And obviously the Kidabutai is going to be moving forwards at their top speed anyhow, which is 28 knots. Is it 28 knots? Yeah, 28 knots. Obviously, let's take a look. So obviously you would be looking at... yeah, they'll be here, obviously, around this area. 15 hexes. Yeah, so they have to move half of that. And then they'll be within range. Yeah, the Kates are operating on their maximum range of 9 hexes. So they're still carrying 500 kilograms of bombs anyhow. I could potentially have them operate at 10,000 feet, but I'll leave them there. If they're using torpedoes, they'll use torpedoes. But how fast can the cruisers get there? I don't know. It's a single heavy cruiser, and we do have an escort with our ships, so they're not just sitting ducks as such. Obviously, they're going to be moving out of the area, so we'd rather not engage. Depends really how fast you might catch them. Yeah. Oh dear, pick a ship, but as long as it's a ship that sinks, basically. Oh dear. No, the submarines have been doing really nice. They've been doing a really good, solid job. But I think we will have our forces head to Lafora. So I'm going to bring the Akabano. Sounds like some sort of song, doesn't it, really? No. It looks as if I just unload some supply here, which is fine by me. So yeah, cancel that unloading. Gonna be Akabano. Now I do have 2 destroyers over here. Okay. Shame I can't combine them fully. I'd have to unload the men, unfortunately. Okay. I need to make for Lafora. Okay, move out. Okay, so if I head to that position there... Yeah, so I'd be 12 hexes away from Lafora. 9 hexes there, so I'd actually be within range of where his current position is. So obviously if he moved along that sort of area, I'd be within extreme range. I'm just gonna get them moving. I don't think I'm gonna move at full speed. I think it's one of those where it's just... It's throwing, like, fuel away for no reason, actually. I'll head to the Kidaputai. They're going to move it a little bit further away, and then south. We do have that bit of overcast there, so ideally he might lose track of us into the next turn. That'd be nice. That would be nice. I think things aren't too bad. I mean, we do have distance. The fact is, it's like, we have knowledge of him. And you know, well, that's really interesting. He's moving northeast. I don't think he was even intended to head to New Caledonia, actually. That's really interesting. Okay, you sneaky son of a bitch. What are you doing? Northeast. He intends to hit the Solomons. He intends to hit Guadalcanal. Interesting. You're still loading the artillery? Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is it. The coral's here, so it obviously would block him if he went straight through there. I fucking love coral. You know what? I absolutely adore. I really do adore the fact that you have to take the coral reefs into account. That is incredible levels of detail. Honestly, I'm just blown away by that every single time. Honestly, it just always gets me. He might still head north, actually. What do you guys reckon? I don't know. It depends, really. I suppose it really depends on... he's got a lot of potential targets, but I think it's... Yeah, I mean, especially with the mines over here, that's a little bit of a shame. I'm half tempted to leave the destroyed minesweepers over here, to be fair. No, I keep them with them. Yeah, so they're going to hit the floor. I have time to actually get these forces out here. Complicates things as well because I have this force here. Okay. They're going to head back to Luganville for the time being. But what I'm going to do here then is I'll detach a surface combat force. So in fact what I'll do then is I'm going to have them just head over this way towards the Santa Cruz Islands for the time being. I just want them out of the way, to be honest. Yeah, they merge this turn, so obviously they're not going to be doing too terribly much. Obviously, it's going to slow them down to a degree, but that's okay. Right. So now I do have a Kinagusa. So he's going to be aware that there is a heavy presence nearby. Yeah. So he knows that Kidabutai is here. He knows there's warships here. He knows there's warships around here. Yeah, he's aware of destroyers here. He's aware of destroy minesweepers here. He's aware of destroyers here. Destroyer here as well. He's aware of his task force over there as well. So, I suppose this is a way to look at it. Like, from his point of view, then, he's seeing, like, what, 5 or 6 task forces that have warships. He knows that even destroyers are definitely still a threat. He has one heavy cruiser and a couple of destroyers. It's like, at what cost is it really worth it? I'm going to move the invasion force down to Lafoa this turn. Kidabutai is going to move north this turn. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. Send the heavy force you just attached to Comac. Well, what I'm thinking is that, well, not to Comac because there's mines there. I need to beware the mines. Beware the mines. But I could have them move. I could have them move down this area, to be honest. So. Take to that position first. Down there. Yeah, okay. Then also then head back. Have a patrol in that area. Yeah, so what I'm going to do here then is have them just over to the north of the coral. This is obviously they move down there. I think he'll move down there, so I'm going to have them patrol here to begin with. Well, they'll head down this way and then move there. But again, I don't even think I need a second patrol, so obviously they're going to head that way. If they detect something, they'll go for it anyhow. So I'll have them then move here, just off the coast of Comac and Bellep Island. So they'd move through Bellep Island this way, actually. Might be for the best. Might be for the best. Yeah, might be for the best. I did get some supply in here to these forces, which is fantastic. So I'm going to leave them there for the time being. What I need to do then is really just get more force on the island, more supply on the island, definitely. So we'll look to land at Lafoa next turn with the 84th Naval Guard. And I've got the 61st Naval Guard over here and some supply. I mean, that is the viable one there. What is the ground units on Comac? I've got myself the Maizuru 1st SLF and the 52nd Naval Guard. Well, at least elements of the 52nd Naval Guard. It's about 70 AV in total. The reason why I've not been attacking at Comac is I need more supply here. We do have an opportunity to cut them off. I'm going to have 2 submarines in this area next turn. What are their phases? They're in combat, just defense. They're not going to attack. Do you plan to attack the Chinese in the north this turn? Well, luckily, he's left Loyang. So I don't need to fight. I can take this and that's that. I'll begin to move forces out of here already, actually. As there's no other reason for us to stay here. So what I'm going to do then is begin to march the troops back to Qingchao. So set all to follow. Now, actually need to make sure they're all in the same operations mode. There we go. So they're all going to march down to Qingchao. Now, what am I going to leave behind here? Fortifications building. Let's see. Yeah, 14th Division smashed. I'll leave the 14th Division here. Will you get cut off if you don't destroy him? No. We have control of Qingchao, we have control of these bases over here as well, so I have control of these roads here. Now, it doesn't look as if there's a road. Yeah, actually there's a road directly, so that's fine. So there's 2 roads that connect to Loyang, so that's fine. Obviously he can't get access to the other road, he'd have to march way to the north. So that's good news. It's a shame that it's not connected to the rail line, but that's fine. Looks like he's moving these forces here, actually. That's intriguing. Okay, you're moving. Yep, those forces are moving out now. It is interesting how he's behaving here. I really wish I could take Wenchow. I just need to wait for my forces to recover, to be honest. We're going to have the 39th Division begin to move out. They just need to recover. They're going to begin to head... Have them head over that way, then obviously they can get on the rails and head to Shanghai and just recover in Shanghai. Okay, you're still unloading. Not many men on board, just... Yeah, okay. 1,700 troops and their equipment. The Minakazis have arrived, fantastic. There we go. Right, so they're unloaded in a moment. How's the second Formosan? I hate when things like this happen. Okay. That's the only thing that irritates me about this game sometimes. Okay, we'll have to unload and then that's okay, fine. Another way. Okay, so unload this turn, then load them up next turn. We'll just have to make do with it. Delays this slightly, but it's not too bad. Jeez, that's a lot of power there. Right, there we go. The 25th can remain behind too. I'll leave the 41st as well. Okay, so we'll leave the most battered divisions here. Right, obviously I don't have a city as of yet. So shock attack then to take the city. Yeah, so we'll have Loyang next turn. He's moved his forces back to Changsha. And so what units are you required to keep on the Soviet border in multiplier? You just have to appease this, really. So I do have... I mean, I could potentially move another 400 assault value out of Manchukuo. And, yeah, I'll be okay. That would be quite good, obviously, if we could do that. I might still do it. Try and assess which units. Obviously, I wouldn't want to take that bunch out, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. Expansion of Fusan continues. Yep, they continue on their way. Have them replenish at sea here for the time being. Patrol boats continue to move out. You can see there's more patrol boats in this area now. I'm hoping he's going to notice that. Alright, you're moving in there to take the Sassy Boat 8th SNLF. You're taking those resources to Hong Kong, and you've headed over here. Yep, to pick up actual units. Okay. So, change you to... do I go amphibious? I don't particularly have to go amphibious. What do we actually have here? Yeah, it's mostly engineers and AA, artillery. So, I'll go with... transport. There we go. So I have Second Fleet headquarters over here as well. Could do with moving that out. Okay, yep, begin moving them. Troops only, and verify load, and accept the load. Okay, so we're going to be transporting some engineers, some AA, and artillery out from Samar, which is good news. Can obviously make use of that. To be handed down in Malaya, potentially elsewhere, but probably Malaya. I could potentially move these zeros over here to Malacca, actually, if I so wish to do so. Yeah, the second didn't come off too particularly well there. They took a lot of the casualties. In fact, almost all the casualties there. The good news is we still do have a fair amount of power. Also just gonna sit down here. Stand down, sorry. We'll eventually break him. But I'll use the 4th Division, I imagine. Okay, couple more turns till you arrive. Yeah, just have them rest. There we go. How's the 33rd and 16th looking? Yep, you can see they're recovering casualties. That's good news. Building their planning up for Bataan. As I say, I'm going to just fortify Clark. I'm fortifying Clark due to the fact that I don't want him breaking out of Bataan. Okay. So I'll have these guys on surface combat. I'll meet Task Force 340, have them merge. I'm going to take one destroyer though. In fact... yeah, I'm going to take these two Watataki. And they're going to head just off the coast of Lafour. I think that would be worthwhile. The reason for that is if he does intend to send anything north there, they will arrive ideally to actually either drive it off or ideally deal with it. I mean, torpedoes are extraordinarily effective. And what I need is I need to engage. I need to engage with the enemy at night rather than in the day. That's when I can actually make the most use of my forces here. Indeed. That's the way we need to take this. But yeah, let's take a look then. So, we'll hit La Foa next turn, ideally. All things going well. The forces of Luganville, they're going to head just to the north of the Tiberian. The Kinagusa and 3 destroyers are going to head south. The Oiler and 2 light cruisers, seaplane cruiser, they're going to be heading south. Kinabutai is going to be moving north. They're going to link up and fuel. And this is it. Once Kinabutai comes into range, then yep, he is going to be destroyed. But the thing is as well, it's like, is he heading for them? Is he even going to do that? He might just continue up north. He might just continue to do that. I'm hoping he does. Really do. I'd have to figure out how to deal with it. Yeah, we do have our battleship forces over here. I mean, what's the Matsu, Aoba, Tatsuta, Yayoi, and Uzuki arrive back at truck? I can have them rearmed, turned over, and then sent back south. I do have a cruiser, Kuma, and 3 destroyers heading down there to Luganville as we speak. I can actually have them around this area here, actually. You do have a patrol plane, so that would be nice. So head down there. If you could run reconnaissance, that'd be great. Or do I? No, I'll just keep it on naval search for the time being. There we go. It does lower the speed there to 15 knots, but that's still not bad. It gives them that supply as well. And again, saying that, you know what, they don't even particularly need that. Yeah, in fairness, you can stay home. They're carrying 10,000 tons there in of themselves. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'll leave you home as well. Okay. Now, Takau's going to head south. Yeah. What I'll do then is have the Takao meet with the Kuma and then those additional destroyers. And we'd actually be able to form a decent force here. Right, Kotori's going to continue to head north. Suguru's heading north. Right, looks like we lost another 2 mines there, but we do have a mine tender on its way down south. That would have been bad otherwise. Yeah. Okay, so you're looking to meet the Task Force 340, which gives them obviously cover. That's a bit cooler. I could record the turn resolution if you guys would like, and then I could upload that as a separate video too if you would like that. Okay. If it does make you feel better, we did torpedo the Oklahoma. Hello. It's very large, moving east. I could try to intercept that. It was nice. Only a single torpedo, so it's not going to hurt too terribly much, but it is going to cause him some issues. Ideally makes him worry a little bit more than before. Okay, you're going to return to Kwajalein. Okay, you're heading to truck then, that's fine. Yeah, bring the submarines back so I can have them repaired, rearmed, refueled, whatever you want to call it. Given their aircraft again, if their aircraft have lost pilots, giving them the pilots. If they've lost pilots, we'll gain them back. Let's have them worked on, really. Okay, you're still loading up over here. Actually, you know what? To be honest, it would probably be the best idea. Yeah, they'll head to Luganville. It'd make a hell of a lot of sense when in, really. They'll head to Luganville. They've got 146 mines there. And yeah, that's it. At least there is potential that they'd be okay. Right, I need more patrol craft here. The good news is obviously we'll have our airfield here tomorrow, which is brilliant. Yeah, a few days for that one. Okay. I'm going to transfer another 5 to Luganville. There we go. So that takes me up to 10 active, 2 in maintenance, 1 damage. But that is a big, big increase. Really big increase there in the coverage over this area. And that's what we really need here. The more planes out here in this area gathering information for us, the more information that we have available to us. And this is it. This force is heading northeast at the moment. It may well continue to do so. We'll have to see. I think he might attempt to chase us, but I think he's going to be aware of Gibraltar to the south. So it's going to be one of those. Is he going to do it? Is he not? Is he... I don't know. I think it's best that we react to that. But the thing is, obviously, I'll refuel the Kidabutai, then we can hit. Depending on what this situation is afterwards, we can deal with that. I don't particularly mind. I do have these aircraft over here, the Solomon and Guadalcanal, at Buin and Tulagi, so I can get a prior warning of what's coming. But obviously, we'll soon have our naval bombers over here at Espirito Santo. Obviously, the base at Luganville. So if he's moving into this area, then he will be able to be targeted. So that's good news. Okay. Trying to build up the naval support over here then to get us to the point where I can rearm our battleships. We're not too far away. One of the ships northeast of Brisbane. Yeah, that would be the force I've been talking about. So that is the, we see a heavy cruiser here and a destroyer, but there's another 4 ships supposedly. So I can imagine mostly escorts. And imagine it looks like some sort of raid head to the north for the most part. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it won't do us too bad to have Kidabutai move north. I'll have them refuel. We'll see what the situation is, and then I'll just hit Brisbane, and then hit Sydney, and then head back. The way I'm going to tackle this is, it's a little bit convoluted, but The Kidabutai is going to head north here to rendezvous with the Oilers heading south. The Oilers will then refuel the Kidabutai, hopefully in the next turn when everything's okay. I do have 2 submarines that are heading over here to cover this area here and this area here around Lafar. The troops over here are going to stop unloading. The supplies everything's going to be moving from Bellop Island down here to Lafar. 2 destroyers are to escort the Task Force 340. 2 destroyers are to head down here to reconnoiter the position off the coast of Lafoa, and if there's anything headed north, they can attempt to drive them off. I do have this force as well, which is also going to land down here, so that's another 2 destroyers and 2 AMCs. I've detached the Kinagusa and a company of destroyers to head down south on patrol just opposite Comac Island, just to the west of Comac Island. These landing forces over here are going to head back to Luganville, where obviously they would be safe due to the mines there for the most part. Then obviously they're moving away from him. Next turn, I will have the airfield completed over here at Luganville. I will then be able to dispatch a full squadron of naval bombers down here to begin protecting the area. So it's just gonna... I mean, the threat is obviously to the Oilers. That's the real threat here at the moment, but the Oilers are set to low threat threshold. They are guarded by 2 light cruisers and 5 destroyers, and obviously the seaplane carriers giving them prior information. So it's one of those of... I don't know, it depends really. He may catch up. We'll deal with that as it happens. Really, I do have another oil in the area, so worst case scenario, yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping they'll be okay. They're moving on low threat threshold, so yeah. I mean, there's always the potential that I could potentially... I mean, I could leave behind a destroyer to potentially slow them down, but then again, it's like I'm taking away escorts, and I was gonna hope that Kidabutai will make it. But we're having our forces head towards the Kidabutai, so each mile is another mile closer to the Kidabutai. So that's what we're going to bear in mind. That's what we're going to bear in mind. Indeed. Now let's see here then. So 14 hexes. $12 hexes. What's the 11? So 10. So at that point, Kidabutai would be in range. Obviously, if it was to remain stationary, but it's not going to remain stationary. It's obviously going to be moving. So by this in the first phase, I mean, this is where they're going to be in the first phase. About there. Might be able to even push them up further, but that's where they're going to land. Well, that's where they're going to arrive. So in the first phase, they'll be here. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 or so hexes out. So well within range then. So it's just a case of if they can avoid the enemy cruiser force during the first phase, so during night. And this is the beauty as well, obviously during night, that's when they might lose sight of them. I mean, he has 1 heavy cruiser there, so he might have potentially one float plane, maybe 2 float planes. Not a great deal of float planes, really. So that's something to bear in mind. We obviously have 9 float planes aboard ours, if not more, actually. Let's see, how many do we have here? We have 12 float planes here, actually. Yeah, of course we do have these aboard here, too. Shame they use your torpedoes. Yeah. Yeah, so she's just out of AA. She does have some durability. She has no armor though, that's the issue. Yeah, radar of course, but it depends really what ship it is. It may not actually have radar. We'll see. He could always potentially try and sally with his cruisers out from here, but if they do, then obviously the Kidibutai is going to be in that area. Assuming that's where they are in Brisbane, I'm going to assume probably Brisbane more than likely, or who knows really. You can see there's ships over here. We will come back and hit this area. Low detection over Sydney, so I don't really know what's there. A few thousand men. No aircraft though, which is interesting. The thing is, it's also going to upset his plans here. If he's attempted to intercept the Kidibutai, then obviously things are going to be a little bit more interesting for him, as he might expect a strike on Sydney this turn, and if we instead move north, he may be somewhat surprised, but we'll see. It's going to be a rather interesting turn. But I do believe I'm going to call it here for today. I will have a stream for Slytherin tomorrow. I'll be playing War of the East. For about 3 hours, which is going to be awesome. Obviously, that'll be from 6 PM, well, 9 PM. So what I'm going to do then is... I think we'll finish this turn on Saturday. I think this will give people plenty of time, either Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. We'll definitely get it sorted. I'm going to be playing Decision Ukraine. So it's a 1943 to 1944 scenario in War of the East, indeed. That's the one after Stalingrad has been retaken by the Soviets, after the Battle of Kursk has been lost, and really where the Germans are up against it, where obviously Army Group South has to fight tooth and nail to defend against, well, defend along the riverbanks, or lose it and be forced to fight in the plains of Ukraine, where obviously the Reds are going to have a bit of a big advantage. I think it is one of the bloodiest campaigns, supposedly one of the bloodiest campaigns during the war, and supposedly one of them where I think it was something daft like 70% of the armor was located in the south of that sort of area at that time. But indeed, I think we'll finish the stream more than likely on Saturday. But gives us plenty of time to just think about what we want to do here, how we want to approach the situation. So that'll be good, man. So until next time, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. And if you have enjoyed this, please do consider becoming a patron of mine. It really does help out. And of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe on YouTube. And if you're new to my channel on Twitch, please do follow me here. Indeed, don't forget to send THG the replay. Yeah. Oh dear. Yep, you're absolutely right, Bearfetter. So it's going to be really awesome, isn't it? That's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. And of course, it's going to be some good practice for War of the East when I do start my new series at some point soon in the future. I do have a research project to be underway with as well, which is going to be for the next Voices of the Ostfront, or well, Voices from the Ostfront video. Which will, yeah, probably, I don't know, I think I might spend a couple of weeks on that one. I'm going to get a lot of research done. I don't want to, like, be accused of being an apologist or get into any sort of murky accusations. Just looking to keep it really grounded and just really focused, like laser focused on just a couple of days. But until next time, guys, thank you so very much for watching. It's been a blast having you guys here. Do let me know what you think down in the comments. And I am going to be putting a video up on YouTube then to advertise the fact that there are the channels on Discord where which you can become a allied member, an Imperial Japanese member, or an observer. Just make people aware of those. Until next time, thank you for watching. Thank you all for the advice here on just how to organise the Streamlabs. I'm going to obviously take that into account and make everything perfect. This video will be uploaded on YouTube, so goodbye for now, guys. Have a beautiful day. See you all very, very soon in the future. Goodbye for now.